13%. This is nothing to praise government about. So far as I'm concerned, because this is just one person. So you might say the known businessmen said you pull 2-3 together. And the case of raise even times 2 of this money, have $250 million company in the Kibenya because at least meaning say there are Ghanaians who are now even owning private jets in this country. Do you know how much it takes to buy just one aircraft or one private jet? Very expensive. It's a Ghana for me to make to sign more be Kromga. It's was a says when you Ghana for me beat me raising me. Yeah, I say Kroma for no, and to me and fat Sadian and say and some. Yeah, now me check how long you're there to go to Kroma. And from what I saw,
to my muha,
our mind, you're over 1,000 years. You have to go to Ghana. You must say, so you cannot track our mind for over 1,000 years at 2 gold or my and for so pa I'm not on mine pan. Okay. All because you jam foreigners and the foreigners are rather enjoying or benefiting more than we the locals. Go to Obuasi and see. And now you must Obuasi you any other and no one will demonstration. Simply because yet to Mukuruma yet to a good deal of now so on minus a bit of a some. Again, I made another check online and I realized I think Chile.
African
Chile,
country, Chile.
Okay. Chile. I'm saying lithium evidence uncovered by ENT appears to show that lithium mining companies SQM is playing a direct role in damaging the local environment. As its activities reduces water levels in an already dry region, with severe effects on local communities, protected lagoons, and areas of alluvial mats. The same mine in Ecoso. These are some of the challenges that they are facing.
Okay.
Contaminating their environment, damaging their environment. What measures did the minister put in place? Because this is the same minister, what Lands and Forestry Ministry. So, we know the damage mining is causing to our water bodies. What to an beer or no or carry that menace, no? Yet that problem is still persistent. She said lithium ever become. According to the company independent say they will be doing their washings or whatever in the sea. So one way or the other, the sea is also going to be contaminated. What measures have we put in place to ensure society didn't even see? One can want someone train, but the Okache answer because you've gotten 13%, we should be singing hymns and praises to you. To me, I want to do that.
Thank you. Yanko Amafo Adwenche kakra so Kofi Asama also listening to him. 13% carry interest is not a bad deal. Mexico has declared its lithium deposit as a strategic national asset and has nationalized it. And not because we don't have the expertise or money to develop our natural resources. It's I have skipped that senior. Omarion Nana Kwache, please tell lawyer to slow down. He talks too fast. Lawyer almost say Mad Lion for good morning. Yeah, we heard the same thing with the oil. The average Ghanaian does not benefit anyway from that. Our resources are rather shooting towards the stars. How? Only 13%, and we are happy about this, giving all our resources away and then begging for money. Okay. Francis Otu, sometimes I weep for our leaders. I see no improvement in their decision making. Joseph Achao, Ghanaians are not okay. Yenkind, they say, I miss on so amamu. My dream said, the can model different, and see, Messon so. Richmond and Nsroma, your first part, untimi papa no ntimi nkan ho. Baby, I may be kind. Finding a mineral deposit is not like building a house. It doesn't work that way. You can spend all your money and will find nothing. Okay. Okay, into the kakra metumi akenkan ena masoni so ya makenkan enti honorable yensha se wo so wo garu tim garu memfatim paninkan garu mansinimo ene national security for military teams and I report and describe any military team any their AC wo ho na won se me bobo na make sisi ano ye be kan saying na omanfo ene bambofo atena asomdwe mu na bambofo nso se BBC a wo mo ankotore omanfo ni sore.
Yeah, mami and started from Abia me be say betifi papa e hold me ne ya adwin bebre na I believe say
when after
oh na make na man me no me say ya chi for me achi for me na shi had me ka na me gitum bebre I was a fabi kra wan fan ne say nim senka krum ha na say oman mu adwumati troop kase ba ko eta ye pa na me mambu person mo ye mine I think from class 1 you started to mining send your baby omunus on your computer and from DNS must start to DNS and by this time come no kase nkie wo technology no to go down there and bring these things out na me ba se me nua betia say enye sika no ko eto be enye sika no ko a se kase ye boa Ghana for moment $1 billion be chiranko be enye bi ba sika no be mi asman mana e usman enye yi chi say your friend say wo de sa nyansa no e kan se esma obanyansa fo nye anamontintin nemo na me wonder on some na wo kan na me dwun na eni papa we ni bosa adwun papa we nyina na ne NDC ta wo tena ho emomo sign oil contract 10%.
Why have you right?
Me so
now 5.
Let me 5.
So now 5.
Let started from 5.
Yes, started from 5.
And the show minister the back 10. One I confirm. Yeah, we could gold contracts almost a gold mine contract building book go so president bossy go for papa kan
what do you want me to time on so awu
ya me we say say every one say anya support nyina when this ni papa trim na motumi kokotena se anwa ama ye de ba parliament na mo say ya adwomo na makosan ten and ko kana say ko kafiri ho de won asan no de abasoro na mom anya hwe
the fellows na kire how
next time ya ya na ne ya na say ye ko hunu de ne ba na say hu sika no ba na hu propre no akwa foforo na omo no ba be chocho enwoma ba be say no sa oil contract is ye na ke trust ku 2007 and ke trust 2009 ko chocho contract ya and ke be 10%. Say who you mistake be ya and yet 30
how many years down the line na nemo sign lithium ya 13%
and yet 19% you are mistaken
that's 6 no the carry na 13 no into other ones way 1% way 1%
you are not getting it right me say
honorable nyaboche
on 6 on 6 years investment na hours
exactly we have a right to buy 6 more
that 1 year ude nyaboche minister would na asem say the statement highlighted some of innovative provisions, doubling royalties rate from 5% to 10%, an increase in the state's free carried interest from 10% to 13%.
Free carried interest.
Then, the national government, so that is the main thing. No. So the rest of it then, through the acquisition of shares by the Minerals Investment Fund, that is 1%. 1% community development fund. Which one again? Enukre no happen no. Enti esa 1
aside 6%
wrong thing.
Aside the 1% royalty.
Yeah.
How much 1% into community development?
1%
oh we can garu we am the time we have mama.
O kan garu time na wo dey we no.
Enti we be na be hwe so mama nkasa say.
Yes, you be move on.
Fine. Apart from 6% now, you better equity account 19 no. 1% royalty.
Hold on.
Normal say 1% community development.
Say me yaka.
And sign a 3% holding. Let me I have the real paper here. I don't know what
until the minister ne kai na
was fake. They missed the 6% equity down. Ghana government be talking 13 no.
Ghana government be the obeto.
Na say equity. Then you have equity.
It won't toy.
What the 3% hold in the crack? You're 20 something. Oh, Massa. Don't let us dwell on triviality. The option is there in a friend say.
It is an option, but we will not utilize it. Have you bought it?
No, I started. I didn't start it.
So don't add it to it.
Starting next year, first quarter. Starting next year.
Yes, but that's 10 years. I don't know. Okay, there were 3% hold. Any bank account.
Honorable Shadio. So you go and bargain for the free carried royalty
of 13.
Of 13.
Yes.
Now I can say equity no dey maybe be to 6%. Instead then I stop you so bargaining for at least 19 or 20% no free carried interest.
Yeah, it will be very, very unfortunate. Say better drink. Say one more trans bargaining. You know, Oman bargaining is. Let me tell you, say this arrangement, and I said this meeting was done by very prominent, intelligent people who sat down to come to this. Even getting the 3% crowd in additional crowd was difficult. Why? Because by convention and by some laid down rules, no, Ghana royalty has hovered around.
Other organizations buy and I no deal near best na.
But I think say knowing this minister will do the best thing for Ghana.
But the point is say a good deal. Rebecca said let it be there till we get a good.
Thank you.
So I'm telling you, say there might be several officers. This was the best that
there might be.
And let's go to Garu. Thank you.
There might also be that there was no other offer.
And I want to tell you, but
first one I say.
One coming. It's Yanko Ben, Yanko Garu.
Yeah. Oil crew what a
honorable thank you. And some high no doors to chair lithium on at the end of the so me and share as some James so dear Nienka.
Yeah, and who and yet another level of brutalization of innocent citizens by a combined team of the Ghana Armed Forces and operatives of the National Security. In Garu. Na near SCA no, ya and so any. Then importantly, the National Security Minister no statement now more issue here from the National Security. Yeah, almost say a combined team or joint team restore peace in Garu. Garu was peaceful. You don't go and brutalize people. Yeah, say one videos we. The entire Garu hospital is inundated with military and national security brutalization. You go and beat people to pop. In some instances, some people are claiming say omusika krampa omowo omodaimo. Because omowo omodaimo, people did not go out in some of the cases. They went into their rooms, broke their doors, and beat them. And there are reported cases say they took personal effect. What is the issue here? Say, because over the years, no, and over the period, so when you say the coastal Mampuru Boku zone, no, there has been an easy tension in that area. In the Obi Bahwa, there are suspicions. And there are even suspicions that some people style themselves as national security operatives and they carry weapons into the zone. Around the Catholic Church area, no, Nipa sorry ahumachia, then they saw that some vehicles were parked there. A vehicle was parked there. Out of suspicion and curiosity, now youth know Ebi, they started sending messages telling him how these things happen. There are some suspicious people here. Into almost sending messages, you know, about 3 or 4 people went to confront the people around it. Please. Omokoela, ya no man, oma boka no sa ansana. The people in the occupants of the car, no matter. And then omo driver
no matter
waka no.
All right.
Into driver no rolling glass now. And omo bisa no say, "Namo yedenwa." And omo say, "Oh, they have come into town as national security officers." Even the youth themselves now started to tell them that if you are national security officers, do you come and go to an obscure corner to go and put your vehicle and hide? Don't you know that there is a security command in Garu? Identity na mwenti me anko police no how to go and report. So in the course of engaging them, and I'm say monko police no how, but baby amono, it is not. But we don't even trust them we are national security for, because in the past some people came and said that they were national security only to turn out that they were carrying weapons in the zone. In the course of that, about 4 AK-47s in the car, and there were about 5 people there with their side arms. And Omuka said, "Namonko police headquarters, Garu police. You did not go, and you were still around. So more people started coming because of suspicion. Namu or box B, whatever was in the box was a problem. Eventually, you managed to move to the police, but the box in the car you did not open. Then another box no more." And that was the beginning of the contention. Now drawing many more people say, "Yambra ni yambashe." So, the people then started getting angry and they started fighting and attacking the vehicle. If you are national security, you don't go to unleash soldiers to go and brutalize people. When the people even ran into their rooms, you broke into their doors and come and tell us that by beating them you restored peace.
Well, the national security krata by NHN say it's Tuesday chinane na.
Yeah.
Nana yes so bad say national security for our say no matter what can no. Omo say fans omo so na.
Yeah, you see the poor security coordination in town.
By NHS say omo introduce you omo, they made their attempts share you for say oh you feel national security. Omo ntiase and omo call ball omo ho adwa mini omo ko seek refuge police station.
How did they go there? It was the young people that said that if you are national security, you don't come and be going to obscure corners to go and hide your vehicle. Munim say your national security for security coordination back catch them say go and report to the nearest police station. Said
and Chomuko police station then you
the content of the vehicle. The content of the vehicle. Yeah, were there weapons in the vehicle? Yes.
Well, Abdul Rashid said,
there were weapons in the vehicles. There was also another box in the vehicle. They refused to open the box. And now you know in that area, because of the uneasy calm within that area, no. Yeah, now Omontia say, Mumbie box near
Ben, at least an easy calm needs to watch you take them to the police station.
That is what it was the youth rather that took and ensured that mobile baby amokodaya no. If the youth wanted to be more violent, they will not even come to tell you or bring down your glass, explain to them. And Omokachiro say, if you are indeed national security operatives, somebody should tell you, say, you should report to the police.
And see,
security coordination.
Say
we rejected the Ayawaso West Wagon committee.
Their statement in a canoe.
Yeah. Did they go to the police or the national security operatives went and they were hiding behind the Catholic Church?
Or say, the statement says, my kind of thoroughly anopay. Omuko police station.
Yeah, you should do more investigation beyond the statement. So these days you are allowing the security to always issue statement and the media takes it. The media duty is to go beyond statement now, Manyano, and do proper investigations and tell the people.
For now that we are doing this discussion, Meteha, me report on so I feel all year round.
It doesn't help the cause.
Now, no, we have to go.
So if you are this and why you think that the national security will come and say that they were wrong? It is their duty to want to protect their mistakes. And all the time when they do this, yeah, I am a victim. Me, Metikamu, you can ask Evans Mensah of Joy FM.
Okay.
Mene Evans, we did a youth program. We were coming, and they stopped us. And maybe some say, I didn't know myself. I'm say, your driver, no, one for the license. And I say, oh, Monfaka no number the yanko. Because we were already hungry. Police said they will not. Before I could say, Jack, the police slapped me. When I got down, the police cocked his gun to shoot me. Another police woman disarmed the guy. The next time I hear Babatino, police no can say me, and another me person me police in the check. That was the statement the police issued. If Evans and Co were not there to say that.
Ben Koso, don't be distracted. Ben Pacho.
What you say? So clearly, anytime the police or the security, these are some of the statements they issue. Because I have been a personal victim, I go beyond what the police or the national security has done. And I'm telling you that when the people went, as national security or security person, even me, when I travel out here, the first place I report to is I call our embassy. Then I tell you, say, Mabeduru Momaimu. If I cannot go to the embassy, but I let them know that I am in that particular country. This is common sense. So if you are a security operative and you get to another jurisdiction and you are not in control, what do? You look for the nearest security command to report. Say, Mabaha, you may say in a mobile, or you were going now to go
all the time. Maybe I know so echo ye bibi
about if they were bent in the car, we'll be talking about a different story today. The youth were more sensible to go and say, who are these? And they were knocking at the car. It took them a couple of knockings and someone a driver no roll the glass down.
Why did they want to know?
You go and park a car at an obscure area. Now obi nim what you are doing there. You
for as in volunteers and
no, everybody who lives in the community, when you see something strange, are you not suspicious?
Too good to be true.
Are you not suspicious? So people are suspicious. A few days ago, a few weeks ago, not days, a few weeks ago, on my farm, they saw a drone. And they saw a drone hovering around. They called me to find out whether my nipa say omo drone in I said no. Immediately I had to call the regional police command. First, I had to call the agri people. Say sometimes they want to go and do these things. Have you sent anybody to go to the farm? But even if you have to send somebody to my farm, you need to notify me. And yes, sir. But the people on the farm all of a sudden saw a drone. Until I told the police commander, say, once the agri people say they don't know, I'm going to let them catch the drone, and then we'll seize the drone from, and the drone immediately left the farm. So you cannot go into somebody's area without letting anybody know. And then when you finish beating the people, you come and tell us that by your combined molestation of the people, you have restored peace. Was the place in turmoil before you got there? If the national security operatives did not go there, you think that this chaos would have come. Niamoko ye denti na moko ho, adenti na man report it, and when the aya was west were gone. Okay, so I report no more by a short commission. Almost see it appears that the security is in different paths. There is no coordination in our security efforts. Into we ko say na police nim, na national security nim, Erastus, the journalist of the year. The story, no, you also saw that there was lack of security coordination. So this kind of security cannot lead our nation out of our current predicament.
Thank you. Yes, all the another kind of short. All the time,
we're wasting the time. Most time, no time.
All the so
wow. Say etoribina or kasa say yana me pese or twena dwinsi bibi so. But I see two wrongs certainly will not be. I agree. But etoribia na bako outweigh the other. Say a mebunu amowo area. A good somebody taking security up in your own hands, yes. And ensure say be okay. Now then part of more dream say when we say car BC baby obscure. I don't know what you call it. The Roma saw that here. Me who Roma saw that see obscure.
You don't know the area.
But let us agree with you say no quarry say that is what it is. Won't take the law in your own hands, go and confront the people and start doing all sorts of things that. Some remember say oyeni ebakrunu. Up and until that time, yeah. For your information, national security, as far as they are concerned, their men are being attacked on a daily basis. Yeah, I mean, so you are aware. Constable Bakomu should 23rd January, from January to this time. Kuana and we kun security for our area.
That's why I asked the question. Say, Omunsunti say, Oman for ne yam from so a. Say, Omunso kotori Omunso re ana.
That's what we are doing.
Omunkotori Omunso re because a section of community na nyomadoyen. Na mo mahwo den do so sen omo. Then you just pounce on the community, no, women, men, children, even people that do not even know. Say, you should be a section of the youth.
You and I were not there until we cannot sit here and contemplate. But what I want to say is,
your report assemblyman is omuba ni fie no ni ho. Akwala 6 years. Na say akwala o say ai omubo ne kakra.
Minia, yen the way a police for the script for your mujuma. Akwala ne and they say okobu police ni na obuso jani. Na so mutisi ho no mo. And you know was age group ni na mo te. Make say ade papa. Minimum is a way they use to actually, segregate some of the people they suspect to go for questioning.
Is it the best?
It is not, but I don't know in the bid to have a better way. No,
it is not.
I don't think that they can do anything else apart from this.
Minimum force.
They apply minimum force. That's what it is. Whether it's minimum, I don't know whose minimum it is. Yeah, especially obi on create you on armed person. Now armed people would descend on them. Me to even the but to trust some air cost area or that also. Yeah, minimum some say April apart from general no constable no. April omo immigration officer back. Ewo omo immigration officer back Gigande. Boko. Gigande near friends police constable no.
Okay.
September police escort almost shoot Bewa College of Education or Pusiga almost shoot no. 5 national security operatives.
That's a police officer.
No, what's your uniform? 5 national security operatives. Our Garu October 24th. Much goes so abroad. Some years sir, no more security for any bread because ominous on boy home. So when you see them in any place, say we buy an anchor police for you and police show them and show now do a better the piano. I mean, there's every reason for him to react. Every reaction, you know, action and reaction are supposed to be equal and opposite. But why run and reaction? The so in the message menu no mebu no omo wasa area ho. Se kwan bia so omo mfa abotoye ene abotare emfa nye eniema. We se buko hu ka wo si Roman so eji e obscure. Wo de abom won fi yen. Ba ku ntu American police station ba ku stop car no. Na ba ku ntu American police station asema ye hu ni. Mama, you be say take action.
That's what I was asking. Because according to national security, no, even omunko police station, no, but so omunko and they sort of besiege the police station.
Now what you better police will better
after you have handed them over to the police. Why wouldn't you trust the police?
I want my brother to understand. Say you travel. Not say a true overtake a police force or Krum. We cannot contain in this country. It will be the saddest story in our lives. So we should be careful.
Lawyer,
security should not be compromised.
In all of this, excesses ewo. Entibe we no na ebi mo ho akwa wo because ashama de ye hu ye yete. My simple question is then na ebe ya civilians no be hu say security no wo ho maye. Na security no so say bibi ni a omunkobu innocent ones.
But we very biased because the gentleman who died now related to my grandfather family kakra.
Oh, Kafra.
Yeah, so my grandfather Tiasi and can name my abuso penny in my grandfather. Into one day I may a bit biased kakra in the sense my family very well. Pa go from your direct. Name my when you from the Indian games or call can I quit kakra. In terms of the almost a change religion, the man I'm sending Papa Bay and Cramoni at some point into money in the Bay. Muslim, but when you're not now, you're actually Abemwa come. Yeah, I only say me, might be that.
Yeah.
You see, mechanism, one side for the civilians, one side for the security. I mean, civilian DNA first. There are times civilians need to me and my beer. Yeah, I'm not doing so, but Thomas. The amount of incidents we see or me and
okay.
The community now, you one your friends saying, general hospital, whatever was saying.
The back of the 9.
Continent and the general hospital. Okay. So traffic light view.
Okay.
Anna, trucks whatever view. I'm just say private car view. I don't know so born a careless or so and I don't really know what happened. Yeah. And more chasing. Truck no chasing. Yet private car.
Private car. Okay.
Private car. Remember sorry. Truck remember we bear 4. Aside the driver. Anna driver, private car driver, what's the most chasing? I'm saying no swing to Ghana ya about community police station. Yeah, or parking or police station, or no see from Jimmy coming counterback. Say and to another police no matter the bonny way, somebody in Nimboni Conwayo. But same point is anyone not the car born a Kunua. On one ambassador who to the police, the Canadian. Sasa, guess what? Or Jimmy Cabura in 2 minutes. And we said, Trottery American as over me, and so Jimmy car, other pack. A pack yap, remember woman, what that I. Driver chinu.
Okay.
A be a don see from Dimrika or be counterback, have a good nipa or be counterback.
Miwana police titi.
I am telling you, every time you find a policeman at the charge office. I did make case in Impel. This was in 2000.
Sorry, now was service.
Yeah, that was 2006.
And I want to now all can't
Name was station. Yeah, I was young Baba.
Oh, I'm just asking.
No, constable.
That was around 2006 or so, if I'm right. 2006. Yes.
Oh, from Sanai.
Yeah. One more to us, Shabranti, so. Impo before kwase be mu bonu kwa wa ya onu because obi no be share hono any 2 minutes na wo muka no so e be gina wo mu mika ba hono. So we could even ascertain what was really happening until onu kwa di mika be share ho amoso mo ba na so wo muso mo say the Bana police station. Yet this gentleman or these guys were coming to assault this person at the police station in the presence of the police. A similar thing there okay. Say yan humu motika mu ya say your mobile mujina and more presence yeah suspicious.
Okay.
Some say you call police station someone I'm call you then the Jacobi police station. Your police station there. The next thing is that the police is supposed to take to take it up and continue and adibiomo yebia. So how come say na you say hono so now come ko nipa no police station? That is my first question. Then na Cynthia and I'm in this police on bit my adwuma na so mo yana mamwana. Is that your belief? That's one woman to me. I said the law is not with you. Enforcement of the law is not in the hands of the ordinary Ghanaian. Or in the hands of the police to enforce it. Okay? And this I'm now to Sabra no. Having gone to the police station, I think it's enough sanke ye jana ka police for us because mukra muko mo cheno said the uti na bani kan ya must say why haven't they gone to the police? Me bwana. And now they are with the police. Yet, there's a particular item in your car. You know who is supposed to search the other. Okay? And the honor, yeah, Mr. Civilians, and say, when anytime you are dealing with the security personnel, in the first place, because young, yeah, idea minimum for security services, no say, whether a police or soldier or whoever, they are not able to take it lightly when a civilian try to overpower them. They won't take it lightly. I'm telling you, wait, you are suppressing the authority that they carry.
Exactly.
I'm telling you. I've had both the military training and the police training. And a bus and some command from the experience that I know. What tries of they see say you are suppressing the authority that they carry. And they will definitely retaliate.
Now, a yes or more retaliate.
Now, a young one so bad attack on this one.
And yes, but for once I'll answer your question. And yes, I'll be attack you. But see, India, so what in all of the places, you know, baby, imagine someone be retaliated, baby, ask you. No, it's not say, more than a bro,
that is why
minimum force.
That is why.
And then the minimum force becomes maximum force.
It is still minimum. They will still describe it as minimum because minimum force is indefinite. Oh, I'm telling you, they are indefinite.
Videos in
the I mean, I'm not praising. I'm saying me go two side.
Yeah.
Maybe can't deal with the civilian partner before some material woman side. But the may can say civilian side now when I'm going to mess around. The moment you try to attack them, you cannot anticipate what will happen next. More dangerous. You know, any kind started. Honorable Carlos aside 1-2 incidents via an immigration officer, police officer. I mean, what will prompt a civilian to cock a weapon onto a security personnel? This is a question I always ask. A security personnel in uniform, not civilians, my cocky weapon at their chair also, pat makum. I mean, I can't get it.
Not enough identification.
Of course, the uniform carries authority.
But it carries officer and someone different to me. I be more uniform.
I'll be coming there. And I'm saying, security one day will become because there are some questions that I've raised here. I'm talking to but you see, maybe I say, yeah, once I'm not was say uniform. Let's take it on the basic presumption, say, where you're immigration officer, or a police officer, until you prove otherwise. Until you prove otherwise, they say, no, say if you know this one, but we police in immigration, nothing, confirms or challenges or defeats that fact. It said they were not a police officer or an immigration officer.
And you find out you call titles global niece, you know. Boko. No, a police officer.
Yeah. That's what I say. onu de enso yese bi mo kan kwara mantida ye mu se ede na si ye na ye ntokwa na mu gidigidi na se bi ene de to be kan na ene ye different
say na wa pon awoja obi kwan she was just walking
she was on a motorbike and Okofi
yeah
so imagine
no kuno
on kan bi nshemu ya okọ ni ba bi kekete moto so okọ ni ba bi all of a sudden so a civilian be akoke weapon at motorbike out so we ni say no you provoke them and they will come back at you
in security operations no omo who say we ya problem no as I say omo time sensitization as you call
I know they are doing that a lot. I know said this gentleman ACP Raymond or some not name be mean kind one in charge of the counter
say something what has happened to it.
Oh, say something. It is there, but one can say see something, attack something.
Or do something. Okay, see something.
Okay, see something, do something. See something, say something.
Yeah.
If they see something, say something, and then they should have even gone to the police.
That's what I said.
We don't get it, master. Monko check it.
So you are
let's see.
Now we don't go back glass.
I mean, in summary to civilians,
because
I be a security car park.
Say your time, lawyer time.
Yeah, shall be a security car park. Now say you need restrictions.
Exactly.
I know that. I beg to differ. I'm not defending anything that they have done. I'll come to them as well. But
okay.
But Senaka, can say a Sunday, and be a Sunday chain.
Obscure.
Now what you say? Secret place na you. I sorry that.
Maybe I'm sorry that no outskirts kakra.
Fine, but in any case, you need to even say you see the statement didn't really help us in the sense and trust be that no assembly that no module.
Oh, their statement says a Tuesday they went on an operation.
So that day national incident in the Siena.
And Tuesday no the CEO. And Anra Momuna.
And I won't send about retaliation. So now
it happened on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to say.
And that's another time can we say lawyer say e wo mremu no say ugina wa asem na say ya attack mo ma free reinforcement na mo so attack for now as an but say makwa homeso kakra that moment that moment of what was kakra no that was back no.
Okay, so you're here to say
really
I don't know me say what I know ni. And I pray and I believe that it's in society.
All right.
So we are security personnel now could do any area. You must be a man penimpo neba ebia so test on more or less, right?
Okay.
District command na wahano is aware so oba.
Okay.
They will bring signal to you so oba.
Okay.
And you man penintia.
Okay.
Now, security personnel ebia from the national security outlet because they're going to conduct an operation in somebody's jurisdiction, I should be command they report and make entries at the station. The nearest police station
at all times.
At all times, say
okay.
Say ABCD ABCD so basically BBC. One you are somewhere around, and that they can come to your aid or whatever in case you are calling for any kind of
supporter.
So no see idea when you. And then maybe say. Brother na womudu no attack the band because they no womudu one time. So maybe they were resting a bit before they go and then report themselves to the police. It is possible. But I'm just presuming that CBN has net. And now also can say no womudu can now nkofanada. Okay. So now maybe I'm just presuming that biana womudu one time very early in the morning. So they were resting a bit before maybe later on they go to report themselves to the nearest police station and then carry on with the activities. And now so mom kupi. Senior son at TD and I say earlier there, then the question is what time do they report to the police that they are in town?
All right.
All important time. But if I listen to now the issue of say Yababo Okem, what pejauti, what's the national security operatives, it is not enough. And yet enough. Because in most instances in the when says no or share uniform here to identify him.
Okay.
Or share uniform at least the service number.
Okay.
And a service number na unique. Maybe my service number be no bit my UCB.
Okay.
What they call? To me number. Anybody who is in it can know. So okay. We are saying who be no junior by the number you can see. By the number you can see where you am senior.
Okay.
So normally when you are introducing yourself officially, you call your number rank. Number rank and name.
Okay. So number no crab before your name.
Number 4, we are number 3, so General Sergeant Inspector, so, sir, into your number rank and then now good, never last.
Okay.
But we should fear tardy. So, per police, per police service instructions, I was saying you ID card to identify yourself as a police officer.
Okay.
So the question is, did they use their IDs to introduce themselves as national security operatives or just word of mouth? Some national security operative. And they told them, "Okay, and then some of you and enough."
Okay. So what your man pack?
I can't say me national security operatives are and enough. There should be further and better identification. Back confirm some part who you be. Now, a 200 okay, no be who. One should say, I am Obihunabi and the 2 attorney because mistakenly now, wake up for something a young turn about thing has found its way into the wrong hands. I civilians be good to be, which is wrong. So what is it? It is a that okay, no be busawa to tell them some national security operative to me and then enough. Except that they were able to prove with their ID cards and everything, yet the people still didn't believe it.
Okay.
And this is a different thing altogether. But in the nutshell, they find themselves with the police. You could be a police for one. Police for who said Yaba. You know what they're police for. The police would then need to see further and better details from them. So they make and say, why do you win? No, national security. You were subset. Units. Protection is needed that day. So which one are you? If I'm not so what I say. Because say we are police. Police. If I'm not saying mistaken, 1,001 units. And no police service. So you can't just say me a police officer. You should be able to. Go for that. Just say me we be a Amoka squad now FPU. Or me we be a MPTS, which is the National Police Training School. Me we international police station. What can element to a particular spot? Okay. And if you want to track you, there's an easy way to do that to find out some pass away if you want panebana. So what I say. So all this information should have been given. But I'm not justifying anything, but so any attack on them was wrong. But at the loud side, no, say I suddenly see now na friend na embanisa fiachi ni abofno.
So national security for now can say Tuesday. Then on Saturday, last week Tuesday.
Okay, now Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
No, and no more community ni mu say perpetrators no nkomo attack national security nkrofo Omuba no musu kita AKA OKB, ekita machete kita we kita wenti. They went on another operation to retrieve those
weapons.
Well, I know that's what they are. I don't know Ben who say no.
Okay.
Where they two
no.
They didn't state it in their report.
So is
they didn't state it.
Security services. So BBC na mo segment ba say yem believe the mo kana let your segment be self-explanatory and pray pin one mo say no mo de ba ya na one malu post them the we are able to point too much in their own words.
Okay,
said okay say eno ne ade am koya ya what was the success or failure of that operation am koya
no mention was made.
No,
so then the next paragraph they began talking about security said your mobile so am and
that should be a concluding part. After say what said your ko see the ofrim ban the ofrim ban nyina awie no now the one be chat was say ni nyina chi wuduma dia say wo so bottom mfo ban no wunye
mu they said that omache number of the perpetrators
but it doesn't answer the point. Exactly.
Hold on. So on Saturday, October 28, 2023, we conducted a joint operation in Garu to seize weapons used by the perpetrators of the attack on the national security personnel. A number of the perpetrators have also been arrested. So to seize, but they didn't say we seize.
Exactly. To seize. And only intention
of the conducted operations to seize.
Correct.
As so, to say, we seize this amount amount of
so weapons. The rationale behind you going there
is unfair there.
Thank you, senior. It can be
senior security officer.
Many lawyers will be me aka ho asem ba. The must go brofo. It's unfair.
It can be unfair. You see, the reason because it can be unfair. That was the purpose that I had a leading to that spot.
Exactly.
So having come out of that, we should know what happened. From that event,
a number of them have been arrested. These weapons were equal.
Thank you very much.
They don't have to report.
No, they have to. Hold on, they have to. In most instances, you see the police focus soup or robberies is needed. When they come, they tell us you're going this number of cartridges, knives. But they will tell you. So you should also tell us.
But the operation was a joint one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who even want to do it. It can be sole, it can be joint. Joint thing just mo person wodi ni emunya den. Entra for joint the call. And go see.
Okay.
And the go see answer about mabon grofo and one them go. Call. And I know the way I cover up now and go for so add your shell.
Yeah, with the move. Yeah, move kitwe. I don't know say we can name who social media be or tell Koso no Kasimbi. And your full video they can create but say if I want to consider what he said or say Caneno near Kusim confirm member.
Or can I check? Or can I crowd? Come on, you stick my win. Yeah, I publish. I know can't say, Mamma, member from what was a Bema will see. Mamma, Mamma, come on, some share a clutch of one memory, a police watch on Titi for me. Get to be any. Nay, yes, or Besha Bent to one child, be on the bench now. Who can I know to I'm cooking, baby, baby. Where and your mamma for Japan, there's a or maybe there's a couple. Wait, I don't. We collect most of the so now. Remember you swim. Yeah, for me, Matadia. Oh, Mamma was it's not round pack. It's not one pack. Round pack. So the other. It's one woman who cried. Some of the friend, the Betty Crane. Who shall to? Who was the member who swim?
We say the Jesus. See, the most painful part of this lithium issue is that the minority will let us know that the deal is bad, but at the end of the day, they will accept the deal in Parliament. If they would stand on their feet to boycott it, it would help us. But that will not be the case. Okay, Piaga says, good morning, watching you live from Achema Safo. Crispo from Fufu, Nayanka delegate SM, so I skipped that. Crispo, na yako, in last one, no, eso. Until lawyer radio one, now, Bessian share no answer.
Last one,
WAPCO. Any energy too far today newspaper, Obeko page 7. Obe say grid co crack and no de bra abontene wo. Now far the publisher so I'll share here. Now be we dread bawa or can say eyeka ena enuntina sa dum so no eba. Nti offer today page limited gas supply cause of doomso Gridco. Na chese gas supply na enye ni nyina quantity omu hia no. Enye no na omu enya. Inti basa omuntimi ma ya hode na ye hwehwe no na Edward Bauer say ye de wo mo ka $20 million
yeah
enu ntia.
All right, did me no.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes,
I thought say yes here about 5,000 kilowatts capacity generation capacity. Is it 5 to 6,000 or so?
See, I say any shortfall in generation supply no na ye shortfall.
Yeah, I remember. So yeah, well, I mean, once you're able to generate that amount, and that's what's the capacity. So what's 500? Why should it affect you? I want to starting point of my argument. My basic assumption. From a certain point, you say what said would do 5,000 and more to 500 free. I got 4,500. If I say 5,000, I got 4,500. You use 4,500 capacity. I think on my was for chairman. Okay, normally I think our rates are around 3,000 something, almost 4,000.
I see.
Okay, so the question is, now about the same thing near say we 500 added doom sober. I know some of the power plants in the for instance Asogli, and that they use gas to power themselves, and yet power plants do one like do it use crude, it use gas. There's a gas anywhere now the crude the man. But as of the end, for instance, I mean, minimum so much, but almost the I buy for another minimum.
Gas na, because on your gas, into asogli say, sa Britia way most statement, but not asogli on your gas or their generation.
Asogli buy and also establishing who water.
Okay.
And the Temano a source of gas from a year Nigeria, a year where West African gas pipeline. And the back to Mama woman use. Into sir, I want everybody to see Casamon.
Okay.
By the grace of God, I've benefited being around ministers of the West African line. That a year, the likes of Nigeria, Benin, Togo, and Ghana.
Yeah.
Mako meetings are one more for me. Mako meetings are one more. Discuss and as a matter of meetings, we discuss things concerning financing and everything of this West African gas. Yeah, one more transfer free Nigeria, everybody. The sad part in the say the sad part is I witnessed about 2 occasions Nigeria no more where the sender or the generator of the gas was not even in the meeting. I want to say the authorities didn't even appear for the meeting. Yet we had, because of authorities, I mean the petroleum minister or the gas version of energy minister was not even in the meeting at that time. But and the likes from that of Benin, that of Togo, that of Ghana were able to meet to work on how best the gas will come from Nigeria to Ghana to benefit not just Ghana but also that of Togo, that of Benin. But it's can sika and I pia amasa my gas ya pay at me waba. And as home transmitted the brewer, another company pushing gas in their brew. Well, you have to pay them for the work that they have done. When you get to owe them, what happens? And they say they also punish you indirectly by telling you say you supply what they are. But I never find this problem in Yaban say during the NDC era no na you is it a committee or something na one do media and say one be shema young oil sector no a year and Kaniano sika yebenya from the energy sector ni nyina titiri Kania semono on say via reform generate or the magri could not or not transmit their bread ECG na ECG so their bread will fee the ECG and we are the main collector of the revenue of power grid could be reform into me sika it sika ECG for budget na ya beche na we nim so anya because ono via ready bread grid could not man then ana grid consider be ECG no on so my ECG na ECG so abatoma me no mi no so once they collect the money they need to go back and then settle Gridco and then settle VRA at the same time. But that's coming back into one pot. That was the system I set it issue one under the John Dramani Mahama era. Scanning never into one pot. Now what all the stakeholders are going into that power sector are coming together. IPPs, one more gas, VRA 4 rep or CCG 4 rep will be at the property. So yeah, it's okay. This time we are not less than 100 Ghana cedis. 100 cedis, I will say a VRA 420 Ghana. They are commanded for 30 Ghana. More ECG for one and quad, most of the 15 Ghana. Independent power producers for the same, most money. Nay, Chenesa. Brana Sadiano, our honor. We were not really getting this huge challenge of what the cat won't try, what the cat would make out try. But the names are maybe. I don't know. And this government is not working. But I was like, not a good mechanism and not abandoned and a phrase. So, in the right sense, and we should have just made a law to surround it and then make it effective continuously. Right. But woman so it's the ECG for ECG canoa. More or less the money remains with the ECG, and they are not able to disseminate or to discharge those monies to the various agencies now. And here they are not to be able to settle their debts. That is why we keep having backlogs of debt. And I know because IBPC by the cancer bind Omaka. Senkasa system here IBPC can be material and when it's needed.
Thank you.
But because it's an this challenge of gas for commodity IBPC air commodity we keep on having that. And they don't bawa. I can watch them say debt. And once you don't settle the debt, you keep on having this challenge. And the only way they can settle this debt easily to avoid any issues, I said they will go back to that system under the NDC era, which is John Mahama's era, not use to go back to first system this. You see, I don't know.
Lawyer,
you see, honorable. It is time you guys appreciate that the challenge we had then was a generational issue. The challenge that we had in 2014-15 was a generational issue. Simple matter. Okay, but you guys keep on tilting. Hello from Sonokotana was saying. The problem that we had then was generation, and John Dramani Mahama tried to fix that generational issue by bringing in those power badges. Did he help you or not?
May I obey you or the Honorable, when you can obisi will catch a bench, so NDC. And to say I disagree with Honorable Carlos on this. The PNC has proposed every pro-social policy in Ghana under the Fourth Republic. Yet, when PNC speaks, you call us NDC or NPP. Meanwhile, our minds are bigger than the NDC and NPP. George Boa Inusa Techiman.
Oh, Minion.
All right.
I see. Kajan say my wait a minute, may Mogu keke.
Oh, Mogu. Just by the way, on the lighter side.
Yeah. Say yeah to the bina and some say be top no say NDC for kabia. Mitmidwi hudi na mitio papa kasa gidi na mzanze enti wo pese ekokofa wo period ta bibia na wo ye na dun so ye tra dun so for 5 years.
You never had dun so for 5 years.
Yeah, no
man boy nyana kwa bi
kasa ba yedi na mehwe wo.
It's true now. You know there is not true. I mean you are more we are member of parliament. Asembo can go wo
procedure bi a bit me restore the channel be let is be magnanka sa 7 years in set akonwam since 2017 me who light off for that now wo ene wo be ka chem so wo try no
na mo na ya so light off no
ye mefa wo
mo ye dey
ye mefa wo de na menti ase
mo ye dey ka chem
ya ne wo ni say ade ba ko a se ya anye ni ye kura ye tue gen na so electricity we have been able to sustain electricity generation and distribution for this past 7 years constantly.
Ameri ne de keka ona sogli ni we say we mu time na de ba mu ba e de na mo de abeka generation.
Nothing zero madam. Say e pese e ko ba kokko ni omo de ba ya. Metche wo problema omo de ba ya mum. Anya de omo de ba ya. A friend say take or pay. Anya de na me no ka say $1 billion. Say e omo blanfo omo pay me empone. But the point is say
take or pay le bia end so mama extend the contract.
Thank you very much. Good question.
Ameri.
Yeah, extend the contract by reviewing the price downwards.
All right.
That's the best part of it. They revising the price downwards to suit current the prices in the sub-region. Any friend say
Ben
Sankanani. Their point is no, they say me share crab baby as baby na be free because as someone who say we publish
who dey camp power na say me nko
hwe ya adia napo ebetumi aye adia Greco that is to be a for betumi aye what we are able to achieve right now senkaye emri bi atwemu a bana me sure senka dum so no the timetable aba I mean there's no doubt say Greco for the information by outside problem you mentioned, do anye careful parts of Ghana and we suffer a little bit of a friend saying they only brought the thing out. It didn't happen. Immediately away by out, no. The ministry and the government immediately move into overdrive, and we managed to. What was the problem? Yeah, me pacho. The man come and say. No, there.
Man, say. I just say. That what I say because now
timetable. Any timetable. Do so your timetable.
Hey, by your definition.
Nyabuche lawyer.
By your definition. By your definition.
Na point say
ona wo be daily post Greco for na nkasa statement na daily post or choni dey na wa publish your it all
on publish the second one by within 2 days dey by
and yes on my timetable but your experiences and kania na do apparently bi mu kra dey na ya wada no
one team question
enti Friday na do nkania ni sen dundu and no mu ba betwemu and I heard Jifa is it Jifa Bampo, the head of communications for Greco now Ochechemu Friday and
I won't deny the
fact. Gas supply name
I won't deny the fact that there was a problem, but it was interim. It was interim.
In
a sense, the papa nakai. As of Glimuni, Omopa, president operators are eastern side. They take their gas from Wamco and Ghana gas supply on this side. Now, it so happens because Wapco for 2 of pipe Muntino, we're going to suffer a certain amount of electricity, a friend saying deprivation for that period.
Deprivation and no go to do so.
Okay. Say you be short to the short to create electricity.
I think you know
up to a certain level as you for some time. Immediately, the minister move into action to sit and discuss this matter. How much is it? 20 million. But any idea na esen ketumi affecting Puma Sadi we ba outback Greek for any problem any information ba abonting. Say me no ka say this problem has been fully resolved. electricity has been fully restored. There's nothing like say.
Yeah, no more cabin.
There we are.
Because meeting interview no on Friday. Because meeting interview no on Friday. And I meet energy committee chairman. Honorable Adekye kasi o te say obro from the interim na omo nhwe ma ne nye dum so nye bibi long. Enti Friday anajo and na meetie. Enti also the problem has been solved fully. And anajo dey afa no omo ko of and anajo na ko do fe no omo dum light.
Ah, what na bonten.
Oh, me tra bonten check aka. In fact, me Anti-Kukra koda wa so mo so bet fansa.
Ya be ya about the side.
E ba kwa na dey achi.
Na dey achi that's all mama.
The point is say, no mo kan
ya so diabolic.
No mo kan na ewum no kware. Me say yenya problem, yenya issue. It has got nothing to do with what happened in the 2012, 2013, 2014. It has got nothing to do with say a perennial idea.
I say ye ka se dum so na. I say ye kakai. Senkania eduma yes.
Na people to say udu kan na so so na dum so.
Honorable Mabusan question lawyer. Honorable Senkania eduma so na.
Eduma so na e pa chire. Okay, and my main omo de na edundum.
Thank you, my friend.
Let me say to the whole Ghanaian public, they say this problem has been resolved according to the friend instructions, and as a information manager free minister, it has been totally resolved. And the
information.
Yes.
Totally resolved how?
Benny uncle.
How minister?
How no so the Udi Busa. How the fifth from IPPCs no be can say
how.
Yeah.
The situation
was resolved how?
Thank you. Yes,
clearly, there is a problem.
Also, it has been resolved.
Yes, a problem. Say Yedika.
Which, which he says it's been resolved.
Yeah. Yedika bears $20 million.
Dollars. Okay.
Quine Bia, so I say, young fa. Nintia Sakano. Near full restoration of electricity. Now, or minor electricity is industry. So, electricity is productivity. Electricity is manufacturing, electricity is education. In fact, electricity is the work of government. Say minority no ebaka say share kuka $20 million. Kwine ben so na say ye nyina yemfa de ntua. It's not a big deal. Can we take the advice? What is it that the Minister for Finance is not doing so that we continue to go? That finance has always been the problem for most of them.
To energy for finance.
When it comes to payment, Ministry of Finance, then we will all be at peace. This time, no. The problem is not a generational problem. The problem we have now, any energy sector, is liquidity problem.
HSN.
Enkano na enye sika asem na ekire se ye di sika kurampo kwa na ye ntimi enzijabi basesia no yetimi ama generation na aba ne aka no se ebetimi atua yeah this calls to question some of the actions the president's mills by OC1 factory and our industry your friend of Ghana gas
na mama so see ba ko sugar factory.
What you say? That Ghana gas no. Mo mama
100 and 200.
Yeah, say no mo kasa no na meti.
No I did.
296.
Me da say lawyer. Me da say.
Your friend is lying.
Oh, the boat.
Eh, mama me be police.
Then you answer that say your friend.
He was only asking a question.
I'm the one I'm
they be saying more than say a friend is saying no. See the man
that's the Obama maneuver. This is a weapon.
And one ordinary.
Phone as your weapon.
I also the
phone now.
Yeah, Mills. It's Ghana gas.
Okay.
Because now your Ghana, your gas, we are doing oil, we are flaring the gas. And we decided to do Ghana gas. And 40% of our gas is harvested. Next, let's say we still have a surplus of 60%. And KTMI see another gas company.
Increase the capacity.
What you say? Yetimi see bako eka and these difficulties with WAPCO, say the Omokano, would have minimized your friends saying the cost.
That is the one for the eating sector.
What you say? Clearly, imagination. I say say 40% Ghana gas project. Share ejuma edema. Look at the way we have solved 40% of our gas consumption. 60%, no, we still leave these ones for people to go and buy when we can construct another gas company.
And they are just Mama Samba. I'm not good for don't mean
the now, you don't give credit to me. We have all this
credit. Political activist, Honorable Carlos Kingsley Ayankra, and opay me that once papa. Na mamina Azel Ase say Azel Esi no. Atadie when you are so part of the papa be fata Asha. Pacho contact Azel Vogue now on sorto out 0244 155 266. Eye utimi so dia. Eye he mama ajosu. Owoni dosopo eni papa ye shefata. Ebeche amao he mama. Anazi nails and beauty. Ewo Spencer's Eco Bank Chiwape. Ube friend 055 3837 201. Mame Emma me doctor Emma, me doctor may happy birthday. Auntie Emerald Nana Efua Jomfo Adofo and Jessica Mami Nyakwa Ansa. And Afe. Oh, and a bompaye. Semubeni ababe yempenimpa ahodemwa nyame enkam ho na wontene ni munche mu namuso momeye doctors na ma 3 fi ho wate anything from Dr. Mavis Adofo omamo happy birthday and Priscilla Amfoboache awoye branch manager Emma CBG ewo Abeka na osan Rose kan wo Oxford mu die the befre wa ana say enyo Oxford mu ne befre no the befre BBG glad to say BBG aje wa say onye correct but onso befa osa a friend like no other nana nyame shraw ena say G nti ene no say G ene Lady Lee ye beba befa oni edi we pie wate ne akwaji ene be kosa chofi joint hodo eti ene hwe ye kwan o branch o CBG branch enti nana happy birthday nyame enshaw Pacho, nyami aduma, ochina, Adekye Nsroma besi aba, yakram.